Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is their radio. My name is Tony. I'm here with the one and only
420Tiesto.
What's good, bro? How you been?
Shit, just chilling, you feel me? Trying to get by.
So 420, you're telling me that you would want to, you're thinking of the sound of the West Coast and also how to, how to push it, how to push boundaries, how to, make new sounds. So what is it that you have in mind? What are you thinking about? What do you want to share with us?
Shit, I just want to take us to the next level. I want to make the kids proud, like the younger generation. I want to make you guys proud to be from here. That's like my main goal. So, yeah, just be more experimental, think outside the box, do different shit. Like, don't just stick to the script and make the same beat a million times over and over and over and think there's going to be a different result. I'm trying to do different shit all the time.
Was there a moment for you when you were like, oh shit, like maybe I should change it up or do something different for you? Or
every day. I got bad ADHD, so every day I'm like, damn, I'll change it up. I might be on a million side missions at the same damn time. You feel me? Like, that's why I can't just make one type of beat. I get so bored of that shit. Yeah.
So what does it sound like? What you're making, or what you're thinking?
Right now, my next shit is like a mix between like classic EDM and like West Coast hip hop, like the new West Coast hip hop though, like the new beats. I guess you could call them kind of like a mix between what we're doing here in LA and like what they're doing in the Bay, like in Stockton and shit. So it's a mix of it all. So.
Wait, what do you mean, like Stockton, like EBK beats, or what you mean?
Type shit. Like, I like those beats a lot, but I wouldn't say they're just Stockton beats anymore. Like, we got artists out here like doing those beats too. So it's more of just California style, I would say. Like, we stole that shit, so it's ours now.
Yeah, for sure. You know who? I don't know if you've checked it out, but recently I saw on TikTok there was like a EBK beat that flipped like cumbia on that shit. Have you heard it yet or no?
No, but I'm not Mexican, but I did remix that cumbia kid. What's his name? Salvador.
Oh yeah, Yair Saldivar.
Yeah, I remixed him and what's his name? The other guy. Fuck. What's his name? The rapper. Santa Fe Clan.
Yeah.
Yo, I remixed that into a trance song. That shit is hard.
Wait, when's that coming out?
I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on my next thing. Like that could come out soon. I really, it's like a little bit unfinished. I got to finish it a little bit more. It was like a rough draft, but yeah, I just recently did that the other night.
What inspired that? What made you say like, shit, let me flip this?
I like Corridos music a lot, and I like cumbia music, like just like anything that just catches my ear and like is like, yo, that's crazy. I think it's crazy. So yeah, I listen to all types of music. So that was one of them. I was like, yo, I gotta flip this. Santa Fe Clan has a hard ass voice, so I was like, all right, this is gonna be dope.
Yeah, for sure. What could you tell us about what you're working on that project?
On the new one?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like a mix of my favorite some of my favorite techno songs and like what I'm doing now. So, and honestly, a lot of these beats I tried to push them to rappers and they didn't want to get on them. So I was just like, fuck it, I might just release this shit as it is, because like really don't even need a rapper. So yeah, like I don't want to rely on a rapper. Like that shit's annoying. I'm my own artist, so relying on a rapper is just not it a lot of the times.
Where do you hope to hear your music being played?
Like a big ass rave. Okay. Like maybe shit, what is it, Sonar? I don't even know if they do the Sonar Festival anymore in Europe. That would be cool. EDC, shit, I want to be at EDC. That's the goal. Okay. EDC, hit me up.
Cool. Any last thing you want to share about the new sound that you're planning on working on?
Shit. Mainly, I just want people to turn up to it. Have a good time and like, shit, not be on some emo shit. I'm not in the emo phase right now. Sometimes I might be in the emo phase, but this is not the emo phase time. We're gonna have a crazy summer this summer, so that's what type of shit I'm on. Have a lit ass summer.
Appreciate you. Wait, actually, I have a question about that, about the pun. You mentioned the Legends Only Studio pun and all of that. I recently saw an episode of I think it was Figmunity, and Pun was talking about Top Rank, and he mentioned that Top Rank has that energy of like a SOB RBE. Like the SOB from the Bay Area,
To be honest, the homies from Top Rank, we be pushing the limit, you feel me? So we be doing beats that are way faster than everybody else is doing sounds that people aren't really doing. Like, honestly, as far as LA goes, like, in my opinion, they're kind of like doing the most experimental type beats because everybody else is doing like leaned out music or like some like the same beats that someone else already did. Like that's not it. Like you gotta develop your own wave, and like yeah, that's why I fuck with them. Like they're doing their own thing. So shout out Top Rank Gang.
You recently released your project with Benny Ave. So before we get into the project, I do want to know, how did y'all first collaborate, or how did y'all first come together, meet each other? How did that first come about?
Man, it was a studio session at the Legends Only studio, Pun. I don't know if you guys heard of the Ace Boy Pun and whatever, the community. So yeah, we're at Pun Studio with Mac and Co and them, and the homie One Take Quan brought this producer guy, Benny Ave, over, and I'm like, you know, I was not too sure about him, like his music and shit, but then like he started playing beats and they were crispy. I was like, damn, this fool got a good sound. Like it sounds like we can do something together. So yeah, at that moment I was just like, let's collab on some shit, and then you know we became homies. He used to come to the loft. I used to live in a loft in downtown. And yeah, we used to just go to after hours party all the time. Come here, we're at the Cha Cha Lounge right now. And just just party a lot.
Do you remember what song it was that y'all collaborated first on, or what the song he was making on when you met him?
It was with Mister. He's an artist from Watts, California. And look, who's calling me right now?
Benny, where you at? We're looking for you, Benny.
I'm on my way right now.
Well, should we postpone it for a second? You're really gonna be on your way?
Yeah, you for real?
Where you at?
Cause we'll postpone it, bro.
Oh yeah.
We're at the Cha Cha Lounge, dog, and they got the whole setup. You feel me?
Bro, where you at?
Damn, I'm hot out here, huh?
We're at the Cha
We're
Cha.
at the Cha Cha Lounge. How long are you gonna take to get here? We'll just go get another drink.
Could y'all tell us the name of it, what it's about, how y'all came together?
We dropped our project Breaking Bad, and how we came together. The homie brought him to the studio. We worked. The first beat we made actually was in the whip. I was like, bro, we actually gotta cook up for real, because like it's too much noises going on here. We gotta go to the whip, cook up. We made some heat. First song we really did was with Mister, right?
What's the first song we did? Lil Deuce.
Okay. Which one was it? I don't remember that.
I don't even know if it came out. Yeah, I think he has it still. I don't know.
This tape was pretty much just a collaboration between all the beats we had, and like some new music, some older music, like just shit we had in the vault that maybe some of the rappers might even forgot about it, you know?
Yeah, we had worked on most of those songs the past 3 years, and I just remember waking up, and I think he had called me or I called him, and I was like, yo, let's just put it out.
What made y'all like? What made you be like, yeah, today's the day?
I figured it was like the whole post, like I don't even know if it was part of it, but like the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, and like just lighten the city up a little bit. And then I figured it's about to be summer, so we should at least have some content out there so people could listen to us and listen to new music.
I was like, fuck it. I'm always down to do whatever. You feel me? I'm like, all right, let's do it. So he's like, let's drop it today. I'm like, all right, let's come up with a concept real quick. So we like brainstormed for a second. I was like, fuck, like we need something like kind of like that represents us a little bit. Like it has to like kind of like resonate with me and him as homies. You feel me? So I was like, what would be like something cool and funny at the same time that would be like engaging? You feel me? So I was like, how do we land on Breaking Bad?
Honestly, I feel like we were going through the songs, and then I think we had like thrown around ideas like Rick and Morty, stuff like that, and
I remember now. We're thinking like crazy duos of people. Like we're like, who are some crazy duos out there like in media or whatever? Rick and Morty, or some of the other ones.
I think for sure it was like the Rick and Morty duo, and then like I didn't want to do Batman and Robin because that's too much like sidekicky. I kind of wanted to like think of like equals in a partnership type of thing. So I think he hit me with like the concept when he made the cover art, and then I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I was like, fuck it, bro. We're cooking up. Like we're cooking meth, dog. We're doing Breaking Bad shit. Like we're Breaking Bad, bro. Like, and like, you know, like Benny, he got low-key, he got a fragile ego, you know? So I'm like, you can be Heisenberg, dog. Like, it's cool. You could be Heisenberg. I'll be Jesse. It's good, bro. Like, all right, we're going to make this shit up with AI. I made it with AI, bro. Like, look, if you don't got a budget, you can do it all yourself. All you got to do is just download the AI, make anything happen. All your wildest dreams can come true.
First, I was more so like, oh man, like he made me look dumb as fuck. But then I showed people, and then they were like, hey, this is kind of tight actually. So I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go ahead, drop that shit. Fuck it. We got the songs are dope as fuck anyways. Like, fuck it, who cares?
So there's like about what, 6 songs or more on the album? 7? Okay, 7 on the project. How did y'all come down to choosing those 7 songs?
It had to be all the beats that we had together and the ones that were good. That was actually like good music. It really wasn't that easy, to be honest, because we still have some more. And also the best song that we have together, it's not even on there yet. Like, that's really the truth. So we didn't even want to put our best one yet. Like, we got one coming. Maybe release it on the deluxe, maybe on the part 2.
I've been stacking up songs myself too, and there were some on there that I was thinking about dropping for myself, and I figured, you know what, like we might as well just put out a project. So many people have been asking us like if we're ever gonna put one out, and I mean it's out now. So I mean hopefully we delivered and it was everything everyone expected.
Each song is a different artist. How did y'all notify the artist, hey, we're putting you on the project, or did they know like, hey, y'all do what you want? Like, what's that process on like notifying artists and bringing that together?
Honestly, that's the funny part about it, right? So, because we actually expected a lot of the rappers to be pretty mad. But when we ran into them in person, they were like ecstatic about it. They were happy as hell. They're like, damn, I'm so proud of you guys for doing that. Like, I even forgot about the song. Like, that shit was hard as hell. Like, you know, that was really encouraging to hear that, like, they were just happy with it, you know, like, we didn't know, to be honest.
I just think at the end of the day, it depends on the relationship you have with the artist. I feel like a lot of artists can like identify quickly like how authentic you're coming off, and I feel like at that point, with all the songs we've had, it was only right for us to put them out. And obviously we're not trying to like do nothing crazy, like, you know, without them knowing, but you know, I feel like we've had enough time working within the city, and I feel like it was natural.
Benny, honestly, he was like, I'm going to just like take on that Heisenberg role. Like, I'm just going to start taking charge. Like, this is like the new me. I'm Heisenberg now. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like, you're Heisenberg. Just do it, bro. I'm going to, like, you message him right now and tell him, like, you're dropping this shit and we're doing a video. So Benny messaged the homie. He's like, we're doing this. Like, this is what's happening. Like, I was like, yeah, good job, Benny. Because, like, honestly, normally I'd have to be, like, doing it. And I'd be like, bro, like, you know, music's hard. Like, you're stepping on glass out here. Like, you don't know what people are feeling, what type of mood they're in, you know, like, we're producers. A lot of rappers don't even respect producers, you feel me? So
Honestly, too, I feel like you just have to take a chance, too. Sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen until you do it, and until you, like, put yourself in the deep end and see what happens, you know, whether you sink or swim, you know what I mean? You just take that chance and that leap and see where faith takes you.
That sounds like this is like some like growing, I don't know if it's growing pains or like learning as you go, but that's like something that you have to learn, I guess, in the music industry as you have like over the years, right?
yeah, just especially as a producer, you got to deal with people. It's not just like a job where you can just do all alone, unless you just want to make techno music. Like, you got to deal with rappers, deal with different type of people. So you know, that's it. Just relationships. It's how you treat those relationships.
So some of the artists that are included on it are AZ Chike, Bano the Champ, Treyway, who else? One Take J, who else? Am I missing someone? Top Rank. So these are all artists that y'all have worked with before. Yeah, like what was the process of selecting those songs? Was there a specific like mood, specific vibe y'all wanted to go for when bringing the project together? Or was it just kind of like the ones y'all knew y'all worked together for?
Every single song on there, I definitely would have wanted to drop myself. Like, I definitely would have wanted to put the song out myself. But it just felt like it was only fitting for us to come out with a collaboration and have both of us kind of go up together instead of, like, you know, versus one of us trying to do it by ourselves. I feel like it worked out better with us, like, combining forces.
The general world isn't aware of us as, like, producers that are friends and shit, but, like, the rappers, they definitely know that we're homies and that we kick it. So, like, to them, I think it's kind of like seeing the cover was funny, seeing us working, they're happy about it. Like, it's just all a combo of everything. So, like, yeah, like, I think one thing House Phone taught me is like music is about concepts. That's why when we had the Breaking Bad concept, it made sense to people, and they're like, all right, that's funny as hell. Benny's Heisenberg, like what the fuck? And then Tiesto's Jesse, like that's kind of like random, you know?
Well, one of the artists that's on the project that popped out last week at the Kendrick show was Az Chike, right? Is that was that intentional to include him? Like, did y'all or what did y'all think actually of that pop out that happened last week? Because many of the artists that were there, are people that y'all produced for, right?
Yeah.
G Perico, Rucci, Az Chike, you know. So what y'all think of that?
Shout out Slumlord Trill. I got a whole project coming with him soon, like so. That's the homie. He also performed with Jay Worthy and the Whoops.
We didn't plan any of that, like, or coordinated any of it. It just all happened just randomly, and I think it's dope as fuck. I think that Chike being a part of it is necessary because he's popping as fuck. Rucci, definitely. I feel like it was a great look for the city and just everything that we're doing as a whole, as a unit.
Some people that I feel like that y'all have worked with as well and build something with. You got 420 here working with Top Rank and producing for them. And then we got Benny here working with Rowdy Rax, right? So y'all have been also helping like produce the sounds for a lot of the West Coast uprising artists. Like, yeah, what's that experience been like for y'all? Like, what do y'all think of these artists that are coming up and producing for them?
I just try to look for authenticity, you know? You could tell right away who a person is just by the way they carry themselves. And I feel like if I have a genuine connection with an artist, it's off. You feel me? Like, we're just going to create magic. That's how usually it happens. I don't go in there thinking like, you know, today I'm going to make a hit. It's just, it all depends on the relationship and like just the authenticity between the people, like, you know, between me and the artist.
That was deep. Like, I felt that, you know, music is about just being you, and like the world's gonna love you for being you. People don't understand that. Like, you could just be anybody and be a rapper. Anybody could be a rapper. You could be a computer programmer. You can be a scientist. You can be a construction worker and rap about that, and someone's gonna like that shit. So yeah, just be authentic and be real. Be who you are, and I think that's the most important thing.
There's a specific collaboration I wanted to ask you for 420 about, which was which is a very, I would say, uncommon collaboration, which is with Top Rank, and we had iDress as well collaborating with them. Did you know how that came about, or what did you think about that when you saw that happen?
So shout out the homie C4. Like, he randomly had a homie, or like his homie they had known for before the music shit, and randomly I just had followed him or something, probably because he heard the music. So he showed me. I'm like, bro, my girl listens to that band. And he's like, damn. So, and then the other homie hit him like with something like, yeah, like I heard of them, man. After that, I just started posting their shit randomly. So like, he had invited them to the crib. We didn't even go to the studio. We went to the crib, and yeah, we just kicked it, drank some whiskey, and made some music. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because sometimes people think like these music worlds are hella separated, that they can never come together. But like that just goes to show how like that's not true, right? Like how music just kind of like it's all comes together at some point, right?
Right. Yeah. Like my career has been crazy, and so has Benny's. Like, we've been in this game for a long time, and yeah, like you have to endure the waves, and there's all sorts of groups, you know. Like music is, like he said. You wouldn't expect two people to know each other, but like everybody kind of knows each other through at least one or two people here in LA. Like, it's not even just music. Like, somehow you'll find friends that know them, and like, you know. And then there's connector people too. Like, I would say some people just like, you know, we kick it with everybody. Some people are more like segregated to their groups. So those connector people make a lot of things happen.
Benny, I have a question for you. You've, like I mentioned, it's Rowdy Rax. You've worked with him, but you've also worked with other like also Latino artists and rappers coming up. Now we see like Rowdy Rax and Lefty Gunplay like getting this attention, but you were producing them before that whole attention. Did you at some point know that it was going to be a point where like they would get this attention, or what do you think about it now, you know, since all of this is happening now?
I honestly had no idea how crazy it is getting. I remember F Beats posted a song with Rowdy, and I was like, dude, he's it. He's about to go crazy. So instantly like figured out how to get in the studio with him, and then that's how literally we started making all the songs that we've made. And even with like the Lefty songs, that all came through him and Ocho and Big Business. They all linked me with the OTR and Lefty situation.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but when I first met y'all, it was at the studio in Montebello, and that day y'all were creating a beat together, which kind of was just kind of out of surprise. You know, I know you brought something that you wanted to show him as well as Crook, right? Did that beat ever lead up to anything? Did that initiate any conversation, or was that just kind of like an ordinary kind of day with y'all?
To be honest, it wasn't my computer, and if it was on my computer, it would have been used. So I don't remember whose computer we were using that day, but that shit is long gone. I don't know what the hell happened to that beat.
I mean, it's typical. If you put us in front of a computer with any type of software where we can create a beat, we're probably gonna make something, and it's probably gonna be fire.
Cool. Any last things? Any last things that y'all would like to tell the people?
Shit. Yeah, stay authentic. Just do you, and it's gonna work out. Like, as long as you stay true to yourself, this game isn't that hard. Just keep playing. You feel me?
I would like to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate everyone for listening to Breaking Bad. It's just the beginning. There is more to come. Promise you.
Cool. Well, this is Tony. We're out here in somewhere in LA. Here tapping in with 420 and Benny.
Cha Cha Lounge. We are here at the famous Cha Cha Lounge, home of 420Tiesto.
I spent way too many hours here, way too many nights. Like, it's a good place though, you know. Like, Cha Cha Lounge is crazy. So like, it's got its crazy nights that are like not a normal night, but then it's also got the nights where you're like, damn, how I ended up in a good place tonight. I ended up in a good spot.
People that pop in. There's some pretty cool people that pop in, and like you said, you know how you're like, oh, you wouldn't expect these two different worlds to like come together. This is a perfect place for two worlds to come together that you wouldn't normally see.
Hey, and their radio is here to bridge them all. Thank y'all.